my internet connection.
Did you give me that last ace?
I think so.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, we can only play with 2 Mafia.
I'm fine with that.
Do we have 11
One kill again?
Yeah, 1 kill.
Yeah,
Wait, well, how many?
well,
are we
how
with?
many?
Yeah, how many
Can you
people?
count?
1,
12.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
12?
It's just same game plus 5, so.
1 kill is fine.
1 kill, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone's clear on that. Mafia only has 1 kill. We'll have 3 Mafia, but still just a single kill. And we do the old shuffle, truffle.
Let's go a little bit.
Get us ready, get the RNG primed.
A little bit. Oh, there's a whole chair.
Yeah.
There's a whole ass chair there.
Full ass chair.
Okay.
It's a big chair. Alright, reminder. If you have the ace card, you are Mafia. If you have the king card, you are detective. If you have the queen card, you are medic. If you have the jack, you are vigilante. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Okie dokie.
You getting, okay, I can see them all. So just.
I just
keep
wanted
'em-
you to see him for a second.
Keep them down.
I just
down.
wanted you to see what it wouldn't be.
There you go, just like that.
Alright. Let's go.
That works.
You give him
Sorry. Hey, I already forgot what my card was.
You said you're looking at your card if you forget what it is.
Yeah.
My swarm again, perfect by Null with the clasp.
Oh, now.
Oh. Somehow, okay. I blew it. I have 2 extra cards. I don't know how that happened.
You gotta give them back.
Oh, man.
Alright, thank you. I didn't want to be Mafia.
I was bitch again.
Yeah,
Sounds
shuffle,
like
shuffle them.
What a shot there.
Did you shuffle
Round
the
1
cards?
just for
Yeah,
last
we did
time.
Shuffle them.
They were the same people.
Yeah, I know we have the exact same
I know
rules.
how I feel.
Sure,
Hey
you
guys,
got
welcome
12
back.
cards.
Did you just pull
You're
it off
Mafia.
yet? Okay.
Making sure we got everything.
12 cards?
Heart of the cards is right here. Okay.
Did you get rid of 2?
You gotta take
I
out
did
two-
shoot me
two
round 1, I
time,
gotta
right?
pee.
Tucked them in the old buttocks.
I like that.
That's where everyone likes to put their cards.
Yep.
Alright, let's do the reverse order this time for funsies.
It ends up being the same cards again.
Well, everyone's got it.
The alligator form here.
Happy hippos.
The clap trap. Okay, peek at your card. Don't forget it. Don't forget. Ace is Mafia.
Forget it.
King is Detective. Queen is Medic. Jack is Vigi. Alright, so again, we're just going to night. We're going to check on who's who. We're not killing anyone tonight. Everybody heads down. Simply, I know what you're doing. Heads down.
Oh shit.
If you are Mafia, raise your head. Mafia heads down. If you are Detective, raise your head. Detective heads down. If you are the Medic, you receive the Queen playing card. Heads up. Medic, head down. You receive the Jack, you're a Vigilante. Head up. Vigilante, head down. Let the games begin. Heads up. Who wants her? Who likes it?
I'll take it.
We'll take it.
Let's go small, man.
Okay.
Gotta get my word in while I still can. Alright, who was left in the last game? It was...
Me, Simply, Shift.
No.
Yeah, Emo, no.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, there's 3. Okay, from looking at everyone, let's see. I can gather pretty much nothing.
Dude,
Shocker.
heck yeah, let's
Sure.
go.
Let's fucking go.
Just for one.
Guys, Cosmic Mafia.
You got me.
He wants to...
Should have raised my
Yeah.
hand. I'm pissed.
Okay,
So obviously, I'm an observer at first, but I'm also very vocal about what I observe. As soon as we, put our heads up, ZFG had the biggest smirk on his face. Like it was so sly. It was just like.
What does it mean?
I think that means like Mafia.
It can mean 3 or 4 things.
So I think
you're
that
happy,
either
dude.
it means that he has some type of power role. That's what it means.
That's what.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good.
So I think that either I'm not saying he's Mafia right now, but I know he has some type of power because he literally looked up like, like.
Is that true? Did you do that?
But
That's it.
I looked over.
I do
and
that all
saw
the
how
time,
to
dude. I've done
say it.
that like every
true.
single game
Oh,
when I'm
fuck, this
like
is actually
anything
bad.
town or a power roll.
Yeah,
He's just a
their-
smiley boy.
their the first game I was Mafia, I saw him do that one time, and so.
But
I
dude,
wanted to
last
get rid of
game,
him.
last game he was detective.
Or no, sorry. This was the game I was detective. I saw him do that, so I checked him, and then he was just like regular town.
He's just so excited to be playing a
Yeah,
game.
he just like, let's
just-
go.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair.
he's just-
That's fair.
yeah,
That's
that's
fair. Okay.
okay, so you guys remember how they reshuffled the cards? What if ZFG got the same card twice, right? That might mean he's like not Mafia or doesn't have power.
Oh, man,
role,
I'm down
may not be
twice.
the.
Well,
Like,
if you got the same card twice, it's
So,
a higher
alright,
chance.
let me
I don't
really
want
quick.
I don't want the Mafia to figure out who's like a medic or something.
Let me
Like,
explain how statistics work. So it's like
Yeah.
the chances of getting like 5 heads in a row flipping a coin, right? That's like a certain chance. But it's the same chances of getting heads, tails, tails.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter. Like
Gambler's
even a
fallacy.
little.
He doesn't have Gambler's a better fallacy. odds of getting a different card.
Right,
It's,
yeah.
It's a fallacy.
It's a gambler's fallacy.
Yeah.
So
the same role, I mean.
sure.
Yeah.
It could be he gets medic 5 times in a row. I know Emo got medic 3 times in a row.
That's the H
Mafia.
box.
Mafia.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
the
the same
same
chances of
odds
getting
of
Mafia
getting
Town.
town 3 times in a row or Mafia Town Mafia. So it's like it's kind of like the universe
Well,
is fucked up.
Technically, since there's less
It's-
Mafia.
yeah,
it's
there's
more.
shuffling too.
However,
Oh, How it-
but you're right. But
Either this is a useless
smiling
conversation
is big.
at this point.
However, I will say,
Noel's right.
I think Noel's Mafia.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. You just said it was a useless conversation. You
Yeah.
accused him.
Yeah.
So.
So I think Noel's
Yeah.
Mafia. It's an old school technique. Is when the last person to come up from daytime. Usually they're trying to conceal. They've been sleeping.
I like what you play.
And Noel did that shit.
It's a Nez play.
So I think you're Mafia. And I don't know. You don't have to.
He's
defend
town
me.
as fuck.
I'm not going to accuse you.
Show him,
but
Torch.
I'm wondering.
Show him your
Like
arm.
what? Oh.
Oh, I didn't.
I don't have a good defense. I just put my head up.
Right. So I accuse Noel now.
I will second that.
Okay. Interesting.
Jesus.
No, you have 1 minute.
There's nothing to go on, so I don't know how to defend myself.
Well, we're either
You
going to
literally
vote or
just
we're
put it-
not, right? So do
Someone
your
has to
best.
go. Someone's O's got to go.
We have time still during the day, so it's actually a very low risk idea here. So go ahead.
This is true. Well, I need to find someone else who might be. Cosmic has been smiling and laughing the entire time.
That's fine.
I've been doing that.
Yeah. So I'm not deflecting blame onto him, but I'm not the only one that's been doing anything here. Cosmic is doing. Artemis has had the. He's doing the lean.
Look how
biggest
confident he is.
That looks like a rehearsed chilling.
Yeah. The problem is it looks like an unrehearsed chilling.
How do I defend that?
I'm just trying to stay alive, man.
Are we
I'm just
timing
trying to
this?
save my
Well, I got a
time.
good view of
So
everybody,
I
why
will
would I move?
I want to say right now you've done nothing to address my theory at all.
You just deflected.
So
20 seconds.
You've done
gotta
nothing to
hurry up.
support your theory.
Huh?
I literally just agree with him.
His
on
theory
everything
was
he just
supporting
said.
his what?
What? I mean, me looking up late.
10 seconds
Yeah.
left.
You can
Someone
do
says
that.
one.
Do you think that's stupid?
Someone has
That
to
I
be
said-
Moderately, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
All right, that's fair.
Well,
Okay. So we're voting on no.
looks like I'm watching
There are
another
12
game.
people. We need 7 votes to kill off no.
Is there more time in the day if we don't?
Correct. We
How
will have
much?
5 minutes starting. If we don't, kill no. Everyone heads down. Reminder to keep your hand raised high if you choose to vote. If you would like to kill off no, raise your hand. Everyone heads up. There are 5 votes. Not enough to kill. 5 minutes starts now.
I think Nez is Mafia because he jumped right on the accusation, kind of just like simple stuff. This, I don't know. Cosmic voted too. Who all voted?
I voted.
I voted too.
Who would be dumb
Wait,
enough?
did you not vote?
I did vote.
Okay.
Yeah. Who would be dumb enough to do this?
That's a fair question.
That's what I'm fucking thinking.
That's a fair question.
Okay, so can I have that real
So
quick?
right now we have 5 people who voted. That's information. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so I respect you calling me out on Mafia because it's actually a very smart play. The reason why I thought Noah was Mafia was because exactly the same thing that you said. I literally like to read body language, and that's kind of how I play the game. I've had very good reads from the start of me playing Mafia, and I've actually looked at strats online to protect my
Serious shit.
as I was saying, what I noticed from Noel was that, I did the same thing with ZFG. That's why I accused him of having a power roll. And what Noel did right here is as soon as we didn't vote him off, he was like, and I was like, oh,
Playing the
interesting.
game.
Bro, but you were like, still in, bitch. Like, so I still have my eyes on you. You can definitely accuse me. I think that's totally fair. I think Slime is actually really good in this Mafia, or in
we
this
already have a lot
game
of
right now.
information,
Yeah. So I think I'm glad that he's playing, to be honest, because I think he's giving a lot of resources that none of us have ever given before. And if you guys want to get me out, you guys totally can. But I'm town right now, and
Him saying that makes us think he's Mafia. What do you mean? We're not trying to vote.
Unless
you.
you're trying to
no,
defend yourself.
no, but you literally just said like
I think
accuse
you're
names.
Mafia, but like I also think that like I don't know.
Slime, spit it out.
That wonton stays good, right? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't. It's an opinion, right? That has really no base. So it's like I'm not actually accusing you. It's like I could be Mafia, right? What are
Yeah.
the odds that I'm Mafia? Like
1 in 12.
You know.
3 in 12, I guess.
so, it's like it doesn't really matter. I feel like you're freaking out. I feel like you're freaking out, man.
I'm not really. I'm really calm right now, as a matter of
I think
fact.
you're Mafia. I think you're Mafia. That's all I got to go on. It's a hunch. It's in
Wait,
my heart,
why?
my butt.
I'm literally accusing him. How could I be Mafia with him?
Well, you guys,
You
you
did that
guys
to
were
me
accusing
last
each other
game.
last game. Well, you were accusing the town. I
Yeah,
guess.
no, I mean,
You guys were
it's
ta-
not like,
arguing the
I
whole
think
time
the
as
chances
Mafia.
that you guys are Mafia is like a higher percentage than the rest, so I'm there.
I think that's dumb, but all right, let's hear it.
So my thing is, Nez has made like a godlike read every single game.
3 minutes.
No one ever believes him. But this time, since I can confirm, I know for a fact that Nez made a terrible read. I'm more suspicious because he's never messed up a read like this. He's been right every single time, right? And right now, I can tell you 100% that he made the wrong read. So it feels like maybe he's using his read as accusatory, accusatory.
Why
Maybe.
should we
Power.
believe you instead of him? If
There's
he's
no
the one
reason
that's done
to.
this like
There's no reason
perfectly
to.
and greatly, amazingly. Like
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, since he has the power, since everyone
yeah.
knows, oh, he makes the good reads,
Yeah.
he can use that as a power Mafia, and he can do whatever he wants. He can say,
I
want-
legitimately think you're thinking too hard into it.
I
This
also
point.
think that the way Noel's reacting to all of this shit, it's either he is Mafia or he's a power roll, and he's trying to navigate the idea of not letting that on. But like, because I don't think Vanilla Town acts this way. I think Vanilla Town is much more outraged. It's like, what the fuck is your problem? But you're not.
That's what
really-
I did. See, now you're agreeing with
You're
me.
not really doing that, right? So it's actually, I think, in your range is also a power roll or a Mafia, and I can't really figure that out.
2 minutes.
I don't know where Nez is at all. I think Artemis is pretty useless right now. I wish he would talk. I wish he would sit up. Right?
I think we're the only three that have
He's
said
doing the
anything.
lean, guys. Like,
Yeah,
What are you?
I think
I
there's
actually
only
want to
been
kill
three
Artemis
people
because he's
that
not
have said
Can you
contributing
say
anything.
something?
I think Nez. It's kind of weird for Nez as well, like how Slime said. He might have like a good read on Noel here, because I don't know. I think I voted or no to Noel at the start. Now I think I might say yes, just from what the stuff's been going around, just the decision making, and Noel's defense hasn't been that strong.
1 minute.
You know,
Wait, yes.
Can we just get a
okay,
hands up one more time if we all didn't vote on Noel?
Did not vote.
Did not.
I did
vote.
not vote.
Non-voters
That's
on Noel.
confusing. Who, raise your hand
Okay,
if you
yeah.
voted.
I
for
voted
Nez.
to kill
Yeah,
Noel.
if you voted
I-
right.
And I
Raise your
wanted-
hand if you voted for
I
Nez.
wanted it to happen.
Those
It was
three
just that
towards
far.
me.
This
It's
whole
awesome.
side of the room.
Gotcha.
It would have been so cool.
That's kind of weird.
Alright.
Have we not talked about anybody in the set? Like,
Artemis has that.
Yeah. Nice. I do really like the way you play. This is fascinating. I don't know. I just wanted to mention that because
30
this
seconds.
is interesting. All the conversation. Again, I keep bringing up the just baseless talking because wasting time. But of course, it's early, so we don't really have anything to go off of. That's how you're playing it right
Okay.
now. But it's interesting.
I want somebody else
Also,
to
I
talk.
am just
that
chilling.
voted for Noel, so simply.
Okay. When Slime accused Noel, I was like, that's kind of stupid. But then I thought that the whole point was just to have Noel talk. And the way that Noel spoke was kind of suspicious. I'm accusing Nez.
I second that.
The accusation was for who?
Yeah, I second
Yes.
that. And I know that simply could be Mafia, but I think this is still a good idea because Nez is very confusing. Nez is almost in the same realm as a non-talking player.
Okay, Nez, you have 1 minute.
Okay, so obviously I want to jump on the person that is seconding what someone else is saying. Okay, so I think that, you know, Slime, he's been one to initiate the base of this entire conversation. At first he accused you, and what I did was I literally thought the same thing about ZFG and you from the very start, and I played the same exact way that Slime is playing right now. However, simply jumped on to it, or no, you accused me and then Slime jumped on to exactly what you said. So if anything, I have you on my radar, and I have Gio on my radar. So I mean, all I'm trying to do right now is just be the voice of reason and trying to put all the pieces together. And I don't have much more to go off of, because the thing is, because I'm vocal, I'm more prone to being attacked. But all I'm trying to do is just figure out the blueprints for who is saying things that are a little bit more sus than someone else who could be down and be trying to be the voice of reason. And I don't have much more to say than that, because I think I gave a pretty valid argument, and you did jump onto what Simply said, just like that.
Yeah, I think I should be on everyone's radar. Simply should. No, maybe if you feel it in your bones. I think Nez is clear, honestly.
Okay, we're gonna vote on Nez. Reminder, we just ran out of time. So, regardless, after this vote, we are going to Night. Reminder to keep your hands high and clear and mighty strong if you vote. We need 7 votes to kill Nez. If you would like to vote for Nez, raise your hand. Get your votes in 3, 2, 1. Heads up. There are not enough votes.
No, that's
Once
interesting.
1, 2,
again.
3. Wait. Leave your hands raised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You needed 7.
Remember
Okay.
that.
Okay. No more talking. Heads down. Going to Night. Mafia, heads up. You have a single kill. Who would you like to kill? Mafia, heads down. Detective, heads up. Who would you like to check? Detective, heads down. Medic, heads up. Who would you like to save? Heads down. Vigilante, heads up. Would you like to shoot your magic bullet? Vigilante, heads down. Everyone heads up. Everyone has survived the night.
Now that is very interesting, boys.
I have a couple things I just wanted to say. First 2 voted to kill Nez.
To kill, yeah, Nez.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted.
It's really scary.
That's fucked
That's
up.
fine. I just want the
You are
information.
so Mafia.
That's all the information I want on that. And then the other thing I want to mention that is basically, I don't need the hands up. Thank you, Torcha. The other thing I wanted to mention was it's pretty baseless, but like, in theory, if all 3 of those people were Mafia, or in theory, of course, if they were, then we would have only thought they would have all kind of been going for Null or Nez, and then we wouldn't have thought the other 2 were Mafia. But of course, that's completely baseless.
What?
Wait,
Sorry. If they were all, they were all kind of like going
all?
towards you,
Who's all?
like
Yeah,
all 3 of us.
Who are 3? Yeah.
Slime, Nez, and Null.
Okay.
So like all of them, they were kind of like together going towards kind of like each other. So in theory, if they were all Mafia, then they probably would have gotten away with one of them living through a lot of it, if that makes sense. Because we would have only thought that. That was just a thought I had. I wanted to share.
I want to hear Slime's take on that.
Okay.
Well, can I say something?
No, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know.
So, It's really scary. I feel like one of Nez or Null has to be Mafia. The votes were so flip-flopped that it's like on one of them Mafia didn't vote and on the other one they did. So
Can I get like who voted again for Nez?
Nez voters, raise your hands.
Yeah, I noticed that like for Gio, who is also Null, this whole side of the room voted, and for Nez it was all spread out. So just like just an idea. I really believe like there's like body language, like who's sitting next to whom, you know. Like I get like vibes in certain areas based on how people are interacting next to each other, just by chance that people, you know.
Simply, I want to know why you voted so much. Why are you doing this? I think you're Mafia based on your voting patterns and your quietness, right? These are the clues that I'm given. Why am I wrong?
Okay. So for no, like I said, I thought that your first basis, like on him raising his head, was just kind of dumb. I was like, eh.
Put her there, man.
but it did get him to talk, and the way that he talked, I was just like, and I know it isn't much to go off, and honestly, I do regret that vote. So that vote, I agree, was kind of like, what the fuck. However, with Nez, I accused Nez, right? You seconded.
That's true.
And then Nez said that he was suspicious of you, but he didn't say he was suspicious of me.
I actually did.
You didn't. And who else voted? Who all voted for Nez?
Again.
Sorry.
No memory.
So you said that you're suspicious of Slime and one other person, but you didn't say it was me, so that made me think that you might have been Mafia to get me off of your scent to try to get on my good side. So I was like, okay, maybe Mafia.
Okay, so actually, I was going to accuse you right now because you're playing significantly different than the way you have the previous game. Because last game you were actually like conducting a lot of the pace of the game. And I think that now we're pretty early on into the game, and what you're trying to do right now is you're trying to like get someone out very early on. You accused me, and you voted for me.
You're bloodthirsty.
You got Noel, and you accused Noel, and you're looking for somebody to go. So that puts you on the radar 150%. And I think I'm going to agree with Slime that I think that you're staying quiet, you're laying low, and obviously the play is to lay low because that's how you get further in this game. You did get far last round, but you actually got far last round by conducting a lot of discussion. And I think right now what you're doing is you're trying to, you know, show everyone their roles. You're trying to like prove your innocence right now, but I think you're too bloodthirsty to be proving it.
Okay.
Before we put this guy in the dirt, I do want to ask. Oh yeah, let's toss that.
Who wanted it? Was it Gio?
No one on this entire side.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I hear why Slime thinks he's Mafia?
I don't want to accuse someone before they.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say that about you, and then I was gonna say I think you need to talk. So yeah.
Cool, sure. I'm just terrible at gathering information here. I'm just roughly lost. I haven't been saying much because I generally don't, have much I think to contribute so far. I'll just go try to describe my votes then. I didn't vote the first time because I just wasn't convinced of the evidence. It was all kind of new, whatever. I did vote for you though, just because I always get a suspicious vibe from you just from playing the, I think, previous games and just your knowledge of it.
You're weird, man.
It's just always, expertise is always suspicious to me, I guess. For Mafia, so just everything's suspicious. So that's all I gotta say right now. But yeah.
Or actually.
I definitely want to hear Cosmic.
I actually wanted to ask you a question. What do you think of Slime? Do you think he's town or Mafia?
Okay,
or
here's the thing about
Power
Slime. Like, I know this sounds dumb, but a lot of the Smash Summit guys who have played this many, many times have a lot of experience, right? So they're really good at manipulating people. So, Vish yesterday, the reason why we lost was because
5 minutes
Vish
starting now.
pretty much had control of the entire match, but also Chillin was like kind of defending him and not thinking like, oh, this guy could possibly be Mafia. I think that we need to drop the assumptions that like this person's playing different, this person's not playing differently, so they can't be Mafia or whatever. Slime, like maybe it's a possibility he's manipulating because he wants to win as town, or he's Mafia. Like I really don't know. But one thing I was thinking is that like I want to hear from Cosmic. Now again, I'm not doing the cliche. He's playing differently, but you have been quiet. And I'm not accusing at all. I'm just saying that like I think everyone right now is kind of confused at this whole thing going on, this little triangle here. So I know Cosmic's thinking about that stuff, so I genuinely want to hear his opinion. This is not an accusation at all.
Here we go. Gut feeling for Slime. Just which side? Just even a little bit.
I feel like he's down.
Okay.
Just real quick before I get into it, I was just wondering why you thought he was Mafia and you wanted to bury him in the dirt and all that?
His voting patterns.
4
like
minutes.
Like I said before, and his
I only had one vote though. I only voted one time, dude.
Oh, Nez?
We're talking about Simply
No,
or Nez?
No,
Simply.
Simply.
Oh,
Simply
my
voted
bad,
vote.
my
Simply's
bad.
voting patterns and his general sort of quietness. It's again, the thing is, it's either Mafia or Power Roll. They're very similar in the way in early game is like how you feel. Like you don't want to reveal, you don't want to start getting all weird, but it's like sometimes it can be the same. Or you're a very indignant Power Roll and you're like, don't accuse me, relax. But you're not doing that either. It's like whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Mhm.
But it's the best information we have, at least without talking to ZFG. Toward
CFG, what do you think about Simply?
I am slightly on the sus side, but not too much. I do think he's been a little bit quieter, but not too much. I don't have too much to read on Simply. I actually do have something to say.
Can I just do this first? I want to
Okay,
make sure I
yeah,
have time to
yeah,
do everything.
yeah,
So,
finish
Torge,
up.
what do you think about Simply?
3 minutes.
I sort of have the same vibe that ZFG has. I'm like sort of like barely on the sus side, but he could be just power roll, and I don't know. It's
Okay.
just I don't really have a good read on him.
No?
About Simply?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not leaning either way right now. I don't know.
Okay.
I see the vote pattern. The voting is weird, but I guess he's trying to hop on my side. That could be sus actually. He could
Emo?
be trying to hop onto my side by saying he's changing his vote.
Emo?
The only thing that I would like want to point out, I don't know who, I don't have any like specific person that I am after, but the only thing I want to point out was that Nez's explanation at the very start of the round took like forever. Like he was stalling a lot of time, and it didn't go anywhere. And another thing was that Torge also like voted twice on both things, and if I feel like he hasn't like said that much
Mm-hmm.
to base his like
could be
opinion.
covert.
I promise I'm going somewhere very important.
Okay.
The last thing, Artemis, what do you think about Simply?
I would lean more towards Mafia, but
Why is that?
2 minutes.
I feel like Slim's going somewhere. There's just something like the direction he's taking everything. He's like getting everyone to talk just to get people's thoughts about everything. But
Okay.
and I've agreed with a lot of it, but Simply specifically, I agree more.
Okay, I know Simply's town. I feel like this information is too important. In case I die, I have to get
Kill
it out
this
there.
guy. Kill this guy.
I'm medic. I saved Simply.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So we can. I'm trying to give you guys as much information.
Wait,
Town
wait,
sacrifice.
wait.
Okay. I wanted everyone to talk because you guys, it's up to you. Assemble the info of what they all said about Simply. Look at the votes on who.
Wait, you're
No,
medic?
no.
I know,
I think this is a
What the
giant
fuck
time
are you
waste.
doing?
No, this is a fall.
Dude, this is
this
important.
is fake.
This is
Wait,
super
what the
important.
fuck?
cannot
this
be.
is fake.
What are you talking about?
I have
Dude,
just.
you're
I
so
have.
mafia.
Respect that.
Slime is super mafia, okay?
Super Mafia.
He's really good, but he's just trying to like bury Simply.
He's
Dude,
doing a
this
big
is a
green
big-
play.
Oh my
He's
god.
doing a big
This
green
is
play.
This
Respect
is so dumb.
that.
You guys are so dumb. Why would I do this? Like day one, like fake medic claim. That,
I
This is
still
sad.
Oh my
formally
god, I've
accuse
never
Cosmic.
seen this in my life.
This is crazy.
Guys,
Totally different.
I just
been
want to
3
get the
seconds.
information to you
I
before
second
I die.
Cosmic.
You guys are insane.
No.
Don't.
Yes,
God.
we have a formal in a second.
Yep.
Don't listen to Slime.
Oh, I have PTSD from voting on
This is
Cosmic.
only
This
out.
is insane. This is actually
Cosmic, you went out
Nuts.
Okay,
Alright, let him
I've
finish
set
off.
you guys up to be the best possible chance to win his town, and if you want to listen to literally Slime, who is Mafia, and kill me, the medic, and have chat, see how stupid all of you are, I'm down.
Dude,
Hold your hand
but
up.
you had such a good
Cosmic,
read to
Cosmic,
save somebody.
hold your
Why
hand
are
out
you
forward.
outing yourself?
Why are you?
I had to.
You can
No,
manipulate
you
the
didn't.
Dude, if you were town, you could manipulate the conversation to
I was
to
gonna
This
go
say-
just
towards
seems like an
Slime
incredibly
without
fake
outing
thing.
Why would
yourself.
you? Okay, why did you do this?
Just pause.
Why
I
did
gave you guys
today
so
and
much
tomorrow?
information.
If you were the medic,
And the votes are so telling. Like, just look at who
Do it.
voted.
Hold your
or
hand
not.
out.
Look
Hold
at
your
who
hand
said-
out, Cosmic.
you have a
Your
very
hand out
good
straight.
Oh my
chance.
god,
It's
dude.
gonna be shaking, dude.
You have
Okay.
a
I do that. I can be Vanilla Town, and I'm shaking if you accuse me. It just happened.
like what?
Just
What
30
makes you
seconds
think that
left
today is
on
the
your
day you have to
defense.
reveal
So
instead of
weird.
tomorrow?
This is the
This is the hypest day that we've had.
This is weird.
Yeah.
30 seconds
Good
left
chance.
on defense.
This is the only time
So
that
that's
we've
not-
had yet.
Cosmic is talking.
May,
I did
may
what
I?
I had
May
to
I?
do, dude.
May I?
I analyzed it all. I figured I have to get this info out there. Also, you guys are probably gonna put up Simply. I have to save him. I know he's town. I feel like the votes.
Why
get
do you
so
know
much
he's
info about-
town?
I saved him. That's
Yeah,
it
he's
has
like,
to
if
be.
he were medic, then he
No,
would
no,
have
no.
saved
He
him.
also
No,
outed
but
himself,
oh,
so he
okay.
was
So
trusted,
after
yeah.
you decided to save him, okay. All right, listen.
Defense is
Let me
over.
ask you something.
I feel like there's so much info based on who's going after Simply because I know he's town,
Okay.
and you can look at the votes.
All right.
Okay. Slime's Mafia.
We're gonna be
Alright.
voting on
insane.
Cosmic.
Oh, this is a
We still have
giant-
all 12 people.
I'm so scared.
Hey, you have 12 people. Need 7 votes to kill. After this vote, there are still 15 seconds left to this day for an accusation if you wanted to run that. Okay, everyone heads down. If you would like to vote to kill Cosmic, hand up high. Everyone heads up. There are 3 votes.
What the fuck?
I'm just scared to not vote for Cosmic. Dude, like, I'm terrified of not voting for Cosmic.
You have 15 seconds.
Someone accuse me, you can kill me, and I'll give 60 seconds, and I'll break this whole shit wide open, and you can kill me. Do it now. We have 15 seconds.
I accuse Slime.
I don't accuse Slime.
No.
I don't accuse Slime.
10 seconds.
Okay, so what Slime has been doing is he's trying to gather information that a Mafia wouldn't need to get. That's what he's been doing.
Okay,
Slime
I don't know
is,
about that.
That's
5,
fine.
that's how he's been
4,
playing.
I just want to give him the 60-second buffer. I don't even want to say it.
Formalness.
That's actually a good point.
Formal head?
Yeah.
How is that a good point?
Second Nez.
I'm not saying.
We said that, you said that earlier. That he's just trying to
That's
give
the second on,
information
that's the
that
second
they
on
want.
Nez.
Okay, Nez.
Wait, so
get
why
the
didn't
hat.
you
Let's see this.
Pass
Why
that
didn't you
to
follow
Nez.
him?
Nez has 1
I just
minute
like,
to
I don't
talk.
understand. Like, why would you?
Nez has 1 minute to talk.
Respect
After
that.
that, we're going tonight, no matter what.
Okay, so I think all that Small Ant was doing right there was he was just trying to make sure that he was securing his place in being town, or at least making us think that he was town. You voted for him to get out, and I knew very early on, and I was gonna say, that's why I was waving my hand when he was talking, because I had a feeling he was a power role. Because he kept on asking everyone for their thoughts on people. He was literally going around the room and asking people their thoughts, okay? So that did give us some information, so he definitely has a power role, because he was thinking about using his kill power, if he had any, or using the power role that he had to gather more information. So he's trying to be that person. He could very well be Mafia. And I did not vote for him because I literally wanted to see how he was going to progress this game. I'm town. You guys, I said this very early on, and you guys did not get me out because I swear to God I gave a good reasoning. And you said I didn't give a good reasoning, but I did, and it wasn't even that long, bro. Okay?
Really quick, I
What
get
does
it,
that
I get it,
mean?
I get it. He's claiming medic. He knows that whoever is medic is not good enough or too scared to counterclaim. That is what's happening. I fucking
10
get it.
seconds.
Okay,
So that's
okay.
all I'll say.
Okay, well, is there anyone who's
That's
medic?
what I thought, but I didn't
I'll
want to
take the
double down.
compliment.
I didn't want to double down.
It would be really bad
kinda
if
makes
medic
sense.
takes.
Okay, you know what?
Three.
I don't know why I
exactly,
didn't
yeah,
fucking
that's
vote. I vote Cosmic now.
Well,
Wait,
You're
He's
voting
defending
on
himself.
I'll put it down.
We're voting on Nez. Again, 7 votes are needed for a kill. Everyone quiet. Remember, hands up high and clear. If you would like to kill Nez, raise your hand. And everyone get your hands up in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Heads up. There are 4 votes. Not enough to kill.
Smollett has voted on everything.
We're
No,
going-
dude.
Going
I
tonight.
Go tonight, go tonight.
tonight.
Sorry.
all right, you know what? Now
Going
it's time.
tonight.
Oh god.
Now I see it.
Mafia. Raise your head. 1 kill. Who is it? Mafia. Heads down. Detective. Raise your head. Who would you like to check? Detective, head down. Medic, head up. Who would you like to save? Vigilante. raise your head. Would you like to shoot your shot? Vigilante, heads down. Everyone raise your head. It is a miracle. 2 nights in a row, no one is dead.
Who'd you say? Who'd you say?
ZFG.
You have the same idea as me to instantly ask me.
Yeah. Okay, no totally
Yeah.
town.
Before we even did that,
I'm God.
This is
Now everyone's so
insane.
shit.
Okay,
How's no one
he
died?
had a quick answer.
Someone died.
Okay.
Okay, Gio,
I had-
I think. Okay, can I see this? Or do you want to talk?
Yeah. Let him
All I'll
talk.
say is like I know there's some people who are still gonna somehow doubt, but like I just figured I'd already given the town 1 save, and the voting was like there's so much information there, and I knew like Simply was up for suspect, and I got everyone to talk about him, so I just felt like I gave town a good enough amount of information, and if I had died, like I couldn't confirm him town, I couldn't have given all that.
What'd you say, ZFG?
Okay, so I looked around the room and I really couldn't decide because it's like either I die or like I needed to pick someone in case they didn't point at me to leave me alive to be suspicious or whatever. So I just pointed at ZFG because he wasn't one of these 3 that voted, and he seemed like he believed me, so he was just, I don't know, he was just who I thought they might
He's
go
just
after.
why people happy right now.
Sure.
Yeah. I agree.
Why wouldn't Mafia have killed Cosmic?
Yeah, that seems really strange. I'm guessing maybe Mafia is just not very good players.
It's either
There's
that
no
or
way.
it's meta.
Okay, if you're Mafia,
No, or
why-
he's Mafia.
okay,
Or he's Mafia.
Mafia,
Yeah,
come
basically,
forward,
yeah.
explain why you didn't kill Hydra.
That would be great.
That's why.
What happened?
What was it?
We
Yeah,
were
that's your
talking
Nez
about
cup.
people who voted, right? Like,
It's interesting that we didn't get a lot of votes on Nez. Twice? Did we put him up twice so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
like-
I believe him.
People.
Okay, so
aren't
okay,
voting
wait,
with
add
you.
that, add that. Okay,
Also,
so
I were you on? Sorry, you have that. My bad.
no, talk.
Okay, were you on Nez day 1?
He was.
Yes.
I wasn't initially, and then I got on him.
Based on the votes, I thought he was Mafia, and he was gonna go after you because you were right. That's why I saved you that one.
Okay, so now I have strong indications that you probably are Mafia, and I originally
That's the only
accused
world
you.
you can live in.
I originally accused you, and I think you're town now. And someone that I think, okay, so we've had 2 people that have tried to go around the room and ask a lot of questions to everybody. You did it a lot. You literally asked everyone
entire
across the room, okay?
Yeah.
And you did the same thing too. So in my book, I think you guys are on the same side right now. Whether you guys are Mafia or you guys are power rolls.
I agree. I think
Yep.
we're on the same side.
Which is
What?
We're trying to solve the game as town. Yeah.
I think Small Ant voted on literally every
No,
vote.
I've only ever voted for him.
Did you not vote for
no,
me?
you voted for everybody, didn't
No, I did not vote for no. I only voted
But
for
no,
him.
no.
But you voted for
Okay, no.
Cosmo.
What you did was you didn't vote, but you did agree initially, but you didn't vote, and I think that's a little strange.
Mm.
I mean, to
No, I
be fair,
didn't.
I don't mean to defend him.
That
but,
was an awkward
But
laugh.
to be
Continue.
fair, like I had.
I get that a lot.
To be fair, I had like put up Cosmic, but I also didn't vote.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I did the
So-
same thing because I wanted to give him a chance because that could have been either a very like ballsy play, or he could have actually just been trying to come out as medic. But to be honest, at this point, I don't think he's medic, and I think he's Mafia.
Yeah.
So
I
I have 2, like I said, I have 2 people on my Mafia radar. I have Cosmic and I have Small Ant.
Yeah.
And look at his smile right now. He's like, oh, I got it already.
Well, I
I
just
mean, I
like,
do.
Thank you. Thank
in a
you.
row.
Thank you for confirming him town. We now have ZFG, Simply, and Small Ant, and me. 4 confirmed town. We win.
Okay, you know what? I
You
already
confirmed,
called,
right?
I called out
So,
ZFG.
Let the hat speak,
Sorry.
please.
I'm fairly who did you save?
First night Simply, then ZFG.
Okay, so I think Simply, Slime, ZFG, you and I are town. How many towns does that leave left?
That leaves
8
there's
or
12
is
minus
7?
3 Mafia. So there's
3
4
more.
town left.
4 town left and 3 Mafia.
No one's died, right?
No one's
No
died.
one's died.
Yeah.
Save
The
three.
medic isn't
Wait,
gone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then
No. The medic.
That would be me. VOD will speak
the
for
town-
itself.
did you vote for no?
No one's.
But I
No
vote for,
one's.
honestly, now I won't. I
Did-
vote now.
at the start, did
If
you
no
vote for
one's
no?
died.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
no
I
one's
voted
died
for him
and
the
no
first time
one's
too, and then
counting.
they voted the second time.
See, literally,
this
we
whole
both
thing-
voted for
Thank
each other,
you.
but I
No
think
one's
we're
died and no one's
outside.
counterclaimed
Yeah.
medic.
Exactly. No one's
We
died.
get
no
a
one's
Mafia if
counterclaimed
someone
medic.
counterclaims medic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So This is a wild. This is some wild shit.
Put it like
content.
If a detective has identified a mafia yet, I think you come forward. Medic saves you the next night. We take the chance that they didn't get saved the night before, so you can save them, and then we check somebody else, and then detective dies, and then we're actually sitting pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that maybe in the rare circumstances of this game, and if we believe that there's 5 town, which thank you, brother, I think we're in good shape. So I'm gonna say I think it's a good idea. Detective comes out. If you have a mafia only, and you claim it. If you don't, fine, whatever. We'll just keep playing. I realize also this is exactly what a mafia would do, and I understand that if you don't trust me, but I think it's a strategy we're talking about.
Also, if they come out, they guaranteed live one more night, because I'll point at them, and then...
That confirms you medic.
Thank
well,
you.
not really, right? Because, like...
It doesn't, dude.
No, it doesn't.
Literally
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
Well, no, because if the medic were to, well,
No,
yeah,
I
so
mean,
that doesn't
they
confirm.
don't.
That doesn't
It is
confirm at
not.
all.
How would a mafia ever say that? Like,
But this means no. This means the cop does not
big
have
winner,
a
dude.
mafia.
You try to
right?
do big winner plays.
Well, no,
big.
I still think like the no medic counterclaim means that there's no chance that Cosmic can't be on. Like medic would counterclaim by his.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter.
trading
because
a,
cop has
trading
no
a town
detective,
for a,
right?
Medic- medic
mafia is
cannot be dead.
amazing. So if you counterclaim medic, like, you get one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Another person that I think might be town is you. You're just town.
Why?
I'm very convinced he's town.
That's not good enough.
He hasn't said anything that's anywhere near mafia the way he's
Or
acting.
anywhere
Are you
near
talking
town.
about
He
emo
seems-
or? Sorry, what's your name?
He literally said one thing, bro.
I know.
And it would.
But what he
Dude,
has said
Small
is
Ant,
not
come-
mafia at all.
Are you throwing
I
him
accuse
under the
Small
bus?
Ant.
I am detective, and I know he's mafia. He is accused.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
Oh,
shit!
No.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
That is ridiculous.
Why did you? Okay, if
But you guys
if
were
that's
accusing
true,
each other,
Wait,
so, like,
wait.
wait.
If that's true, why did you wait so long after Slime said
Because he's
that?
also.
That makes
I
no
needed
sense.
to tease out some more details, but I did.
When did you-
But then you
When
decided
did you
to get
text
those
him?
details and then accuse me right after?
I will tell you my
Oh
plays.
my God.
I
That's
checked
ridiculous,
Slime
Mom.
first night. He is 100% town.
Thank you.
I checked you the next night. You are 100% mafia.
Wait, who did
Yeah.
you check?
Kool-Aid
What the-
jammer.
You
I
get
have
one-
no.
You get one
No,
more
no, no.
check.
I think we have some bluff. I think we have.
Wait, so Smollett and Cosmic are both agreeing.
I accuse
and Slime is
Small.
mafia.
No, Nez-
but you're saying Nez is mafia. Like, what is going on?
Nez has accused myself, and he's accused Cosmic.
And three
I
and a
know
half
I'm detective,
minutes.
so I know that he
Three
is
and a half.
fine. I am fine.
I don't believe
Slime
it
is
Wait,
fine.
so how do you know
And the
he's
two-
fine, bro? You're detective. How do you know that he's medic?
Because you're accusing him and me. You wouldn't accuse mafia.
So he accused him.
So I know
You
that
accused him.
Cosmic,
Bro,
myself,
him.
Bro,
Slime,
all I'm gonna say,
you and you are all
I'm gonna
town.
say,
I second
I know
Nez.
that.
Yep.
all I'm gonna say is
Third
last
Nez.
game when we played Mafia, I definitely accused
I
Mafia.
second
so
Nez.
that's 100% wrong.
I second Nez.
I
Moderator.
thought
No, but
Nez.
Okay,
he knows
moderator,
that
I
he's
second
mafia.
Nez.
No. He
You could
gave.
just be bluffing. I don't even know if you're
He gave
bluffing or
no
not,
good
dude.
explanation as to why he waited so long after Slime.
Yeah, and then he
Moderator, I second
had.
after Slime asked.
We're voting.
A defense. Nez.
Keep in mind that
Cosmic
no one voted
defense
for
hat.
him.
Give me
You
the
have
hat.
1 minute. After that, there are 3 minutes remaining.
Okay, so it very well might be true that you are
said
medic.
nothing.
I'm getting
Listen to him, guys.
I'm getting lower on the possibility that you probably are mafia, but I have a strong read on you because what you are doing is you are literally just trying to look around the room right now and trying to gather details. I think you could be bluffing and the person who actually is detective is still somewhere in this room and they're trying to make a hard play later on because you for some reason went to him before you went to me, and if you were actually a little bit smarter of a detective, you would have went straight to me. And guess what? We have other people who are on the same boat as well. So you want to know what? I can give this out right back to you and I want to hear what you have to say. I am town and I have told you guys time and time again. Okay? I think Slime is town. I think Slime is town.
30 seconds left.
No, dude, you see, you're so sus in the way that you're playing, bro. Literally. Like
did this man?
you've continued. Dude, the only reason I'm like this is because I'm town and I'm legitimately outraged. He's shaking!
I'm
He's shaking, bro!
Nez,
shaking.
Look in my
If
hands.
you were mafia, the best thing to do here would be to
Look
counter,
in my hands.
to
I'm
counter-
so calm. But I'm actually a little outraged because you're being kind of an
You
idiot.
should
But
have counterclaimed a role if you're
Yeah,
mafia,
yeah,
but you
you-
didn't, and now it's time to.
Does anyone want to counterclaim, cop?
Everyone knows what they need to vote. Let's go. Let's vote.
I'll put this
Just
right
hit the
here. I'll
time
put this
for
right
it.
I don't trust
Okay.
either of you.
I don't know.
You still have a full house, 12 people. You need 7 votes to kill Nez. If you would like to kill Nez, raise your hands. Keep them up. Make your final decisions in 3, 2, 1. Heads up. Way more than enough. Nez is out. No talking from Nez. We still have 2 minutes left.
No, it's
No, we go to
tonight,
night.
you guys.
Yes. Thank you, Slime. All right. Everyone heads down. Heads down. Mafia, raise your heads. Who would you like your single kill to be? Mafia heads down. Detective, raise your head. Who would you like to check? Detective, head down. Medic, raise your head. Who would you like to save? Medic, head down. Vigilante, raise your head. Would you like to shoot your shot? Vigilante, head down. Everyone raise their heads. ZFG has passed away.
Yes.
Who'd you save?
Who said yes?
Smaller.
Damn it.
I mean,
Well, here's the thing. If he chose this clearly, they were gonna vote for someone else, the Mafia, because they knew I was gonna be saved by the medic. So you shouldn't have chosen
That's
me.
fine. So who'd you check?
no.
But
It doesn't matter. Who'd you check?
I checked shift. Shift is Mafia.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
Good. That's what I wanted.
I
you
was
to check.
gonna shift and Nolan Mafia.
So
They didn't vote
Yeah.
for Nez. Why?
yeah,
I did vote for Nez at the end.
Oh, okay.
That's hype.
I got
No,
scared. I'm
Smalley.
scared of every vote now.
I pretty much had to save you because they either needed to kill me or kill ZFG because I couldn't save him twice.
Yeah.
And so I just had to point at you.
On here, I don't think I've heard a word from Shifty.
Should we
I
just-
don't
should we
trust
accuse-
Smallin because like Nez was accusing him, and then he accused Nez and said, "Oh, I'm the detective. I see that Nez is Mafia," but that was after you accused him, right?
I mean, at this point, the detective should have had enough turns to be able to pipe up and actually we can win the game. Now we will win the game because you're Mafia and then there's one left. We still have the medic.
Yeah. Unless
Like,
the
we're
FG was
fine.
Pepe Snooze and just did not decide to could like say he was cop.
Yeah.
That's
So
like-
last chance, no one is cop, correct? No one's counter.
God, if Nez counterclaims cop right there, that's so sick.
I know
Yeah.
that'd be game changing.
But
Hey,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they were both
Wait,
so
can
sure
I
of
just
each
point
other.
something out? I'm either medic or Mafia, right? And ZFG just died, which matches my story. So like,
yeah, because you couldn't save him twice in a row.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So
It's actually
just-
pretty.
just
It's
more
actually a pretty
evidence.
bad kill, I think. They kill you. I guess.
Yeah, I feel like
you gotta decide.
If Mafia would be, or the medic would be pretty dumb to be playing into exactly what he would do as medic.
It's
so.
hard. It is
Yeah.
hard at this point with Mafia. What's up?
I'm just gonna accuse shift. Like I know he's Mafia. I literally checked him last night.
I'll
He is
second
Mafia.
that.
Yeah.
I'll second
Okay.
that.
Accusation was on. Sorry, I missed that.
Well, I mean,
Shift.
Shift.
this has just been the same conversation twice. I already said that Nez was just accusing him. He was accusing him back.
This is your
Slime
minute,
brought
by the
up
way.
that. Excuse me.
This is your minute.
Yeah, I know.
Defending.
So let me reiterate that you accused him, he accused you, actually in the opposite order. He accused you, you accused him. Slime mentioned the possibility of Nez being the cop. So honestly, I don't know, but if you think I'm Mafia, just kill me. Because I'm not sure. I've just kind of been dead weight the whole game.
Do you have any other reads? Like, if you were a town, what would you rather to pass on as a message?
30 seconds.
I'm just kind of sus of you because of the way Vish was acting the last game. Honestly, this whole game felt like kind of like there's a triangle going between you three, and I was focused on trying to figure them out. And I don't know which side I'm going to really. The one vote I gave was for Cosmic because I thought it was kind of weird he was the medic, but I take that back now because I feel like he might be, but I still don't know. Honestly, this game's kind of a wash for me. I just don't know. I'm leaning toward
wash
like
because
this
he's
side of the
Mafia.
room, Mafia. One of you guys, I think. Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Alright. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Meaning we need 6 votes to kill off Shift. If you would like to kill Shift, raise your hand. Keep your hands high. Raise your heads. Shift is dead. We are going tonight. Heads are down. Mafia. Raise your heads. Who would you like to kill? Mafia, heads down. Detective, raise your head. Who would you like to check? Detective, head down. Medic, raise your head. Who would you like to save? Medic. Heads down. Vigilante. Raise your head. Would you like to shoot your shot? Vigilante, head down. Everyone raises their heads. Ants is raised in his cup.
Yeah.
Can't save him twice. You gotta kill the detective.
Yeah. Alright.
So, you're both town, I'm town. That's good. Do we know anyone else's town that I'm forgetting?
Squeeze in seats two guys real quick.
No, but Joe.
Say goodbye to Joe.
Bye, Joe.
We'll say I'm town, but there's no, I think.
I wanna see
decent
by the
evidence
town
for my votes, so.
Hey, town. Hey, boys. Yeah. I'm gonna go over there. No, you're good. You're good, man. What do we think of Torch? Hi. You've been pretty quiet. That's fair. Could be power roll, could be Vig.
Who'd you vote on?
I voted Nez. Actually, I voted Nez yes, then no, then yes again. I voted him to die, and he died.
Did you vote on no?
I did vote on no, yeah.
Why? You think I'm smart?
Yeah.
You would still vote yes now if you were to vote on me again.
Kind of, yeah. I'm like 60% on you.
Well,
What's Artemis's do? What is Artemis doing in this world?
I've been fucking chilling, man.
That's not good.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about it because I initially saw the triangle there that I had mentioned earlier, and then I noticed the other triangle that was simply the small ant and cosmic, which is now over here. And it's trying to pick which one I believe, and I think it's cosmic because cosmic makes more sense. Although I wasn't sure if that was like a meta play, but I think small ant dying kind of proves that it wasn't. So I trust simply as town. I trust cosmic as town. Small ant's obviously town.
I have a strat.
Yeah.
Here's some wild shit. Okay, so if you're Vig and you haven't shot your shot, you come out now. You say who you're gonna shoot. Medic saves Vig that night. We hope that it wasn't the same person. It obviously isn't because you saved detective. And then we just get somebody down who is basically.
I didn't save detective last night because I pointed him the night before.
That's right.
That's why he
Oh,
got
that's
eliminated.
right.
I will not say who I pointed at.
Sure. Okay.
That's good.
What I'm trying to understand is, should we, if the vigilante hasn't shot their shot and they're alive, should we come out, have them say, and use that to our advantage right now?
Yeah, if there's another town we can confirm.
Yeah, because that's another thing. You save that guy.
Although this
and
would
then they're
be
confirmed.
the opportunity for Mafia to
Yeah, but we
make their
can
last
read them.
stride.
We can read them because they're dumb.
I think
for sure.
statistically it'd be better for that to happen because if we
then
if
you
we
just
are
kill-
assuming Shift and
you just kill like him
Nez
later.
are Mafia, which I do believe, then it's better for Vidge to come out now if they
Okay.
are alive.
Vidge, sound off.
I'm not signing off as bitch.
Oh. Everyone thought you were Vidge right now. Okay, so that means Vigilante's dead? That kind of sucks. Bummer.
These two have just been.
Yeah.
They've been big chilling.
Let's hear it, Ema.
Yeah, now's your time.
Emu.
Now's your time to win the game.
Some more lean.
Shut up.
I can get behind that.
Shut up, bitch.
It's time wasting.
Anyways, no, but I trust both of you. I think the only person that I don't like truly trust is Torj, because from the very beginning, like the swapping around on the kills, on the votes, but that's like not enough anymore. Like just because of all the bullshit that happened, honestly. Artemis has been quiet, so I want to hear what Artemis has to say.
I mean, I just said toss, so I don't really have much more to say.
That's fine.
I have been fully bought in on Team Cosmic here. Just kind of been following his
Mr.
lead.
President.
I want Team Cosmic for sure.
Like, the arguments have been more convincing, and so since I've been on that board, I've just been casting my votes that way. They make sense. I haven't seen anything that contradicts it. So I'm being quiet here. I'm town. I'm just trying to. The only time I've not voted someone off is because I thought, I don't want to get rid of a town, even though the numbers do suggest you need to kind of get rid of people because Mafia always has the advantage. But
Scared money doesn't make money, as they say on the poker table. Now, I think Torj or Null are very suspect candidates to be Mafia. I think we can play the numbers game. I'm pretty sure Shift was good. Shift was like back against the wall. That was pretty hype. And then Nez, I actually no, you checked him. Yeah, no, it's great. With that information, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
But part of me will always believe Nez because he's like a wild card.
Yeah.
Who voted on Nez?
He's a psychopath.
You did?
I did.
Voted for Nez?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I voted for Nez.
Yeah,
The last time I did.
I fully believe Cosmic.
What about the
Point,
first
so.
time?
There's only like one guy.
I voted for him the first time, and then I changed my mind the second time, and then you convinced me to vote for him the third time.
I think despite Torj's shirt, we put him in the dirt, and then we just go from there because I think there's one Mafia left. I think everything's fine, and if we go to a 5-man game with 2 Mafia left, that's a little spooky, but it's also a little spicy, and we still have Medic. No, because you'll die.
Yeah, Ant was right. I shouldn't have pointed at him. You know what I should have done? I should have lied and said I didn't point at him when I did, and then save someone else when they.
Oh, that would have been
kill
so.
him.
Yeah, that would have been the greatest.
That would have
play
been
in
so
Mafia history.
sick.
That's the play. But
So
I
Slime,
messed
if you'll,
up.
if you'll hear me out, of course, you still
I just
obviously
asked who I
suspect me, and
pointed
that's
at,
fine.
and I was just, it was Ant. I didn't want to seem sus.
I would agree with Torj, Null is whatever, and then I'd go B-Def in that order.
Where would you put yourself in that order?
5 minutes starts now.
Oh, and that if
That's
I'm,
a legit question.
Okay,
like-
if you are if I'm looking from your perspective, I would put myself before Null.
As in more Mafia-like? Or
More
town?
Mafia-like. I would go Torj, me, Null, B-Def, if that was the case. But assuming I'm town, which I am claiming town, obviously, yeah. Then I'd go Torj, Null, B-Def.
You're so stunned. I don't know. I'm ready to pull the trigger. I also just don't want to make a mistake unless everyone feels like they've said everything they need to say. Pretty sure we're just going to vote on Torj. He's going to die. And then we figure out what happens from there.
Mhm.
Before we do that, is there anything we want to do strategize-wise with our medic who's still alive? What do you want to say?
Right.
Whatever.
Just a reminder, confirm town, us 3. So like our information is not deceitful. I think these 2 should die before anyone else. I do at least want to hear what Torch says when he tries to defend himself right now.
4 minutes.
Okay, so are we...
I formally accused Torch.
What made
Second.
it simply
Alright.
Okay, we have a second.
I saved him.
We have a
Okay,
second.
yeah, the first, yeah.
Your 60 begins now.
Alright.
60 begins now.
I still have a really sus vibe from him. I've just been kind of collecting information. Him is the only one I really have a read on right now. Edith, I don't know. It feels like a little bit of a cop-out play to like just say that you've been following Cosmic, because he's pretty much confirmed medic. Like there's no way. I don't know. I have a feeling about Null being Mafia, and potentially Beta, but I don't know. It's tough to say.
wanna kill
Simply,
Null
obviously, confirm town.
25
He's saving
seconds.
him, right?
Mhm.
And does Slim get checked?
Yep.
Slim gets checked. Okay, yeah. Because Ant was detective, 100%. Artemis.
Right.
You're kind of on the same page as Beat Up to me.
That's fair.
10.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have really. It's
I think we
you three.
should kill Null first. Simply. Slime.
5, 4, 3.
I would rather kill.
We'll just
no.
go
Okay, that's fine.
1.
I'm dead tomorrow, by the way.
Okay. There are 8 players left. 5 votes are needed to kill Torj. If you would like to kill Torj, raise your hand high. Keep your hands up. Raise your heads. There are enough votes. Torj is dead. The town wins.
If you guys were gonna kill me, I was gonna be totally fine with that. I was just gonna say kill Torch the next night.
President calls it out.
I had a feeling you were the. I was like,
I lost my mind when you got the first one, then you got the second one. What the fuck?
What can you say? Sometimes you went to med school and you got all.
Wait, at some point during that last conversation, I'm like, wait, what if this is the ultimate meta and Cosmic is actually Mafia with
In
them?
either world, I'm amazing.
There's another whole argument against. Oh man, yeah,
and then
that's the only risk.
Yeah, and then I was like, whatever. It's better to go.
It was
with
vibes to what Chillin' dude in my match the other day, where just
Yeah,
unless
and
you were
you
just orchestrating
totally
it.
said, I was gonna point it out and see more sound. You said like because that's why you killed.
Yeah, you're
up.
I'll be sitting next time. Cool. Nice.
I was fine.
That was a good game. I knew you were going to play that really fucking well.
Yeah, no, it was just played well.
Really?
Wait a minute.
Oh, my
Okay,
bad.
so when Nez was accused,
Then I
like I was counterclaiming the dice going on my gut. And why would that have done anything for it?
Oh, you were
Because then
Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna.
I knew that we were
Because then it would have been like pick somebody
And
out of the
then
blue
the
to
next
go
time
at its
the
time.
copper stuff
And
that
everyone
happened
would believe
today.
it.
So I thought
Because at that point,
we have
it's
one
like
more.
10
Yeah, I thought I had one more day.
Yeah, I haven't been
It's a really hard
like medic enough to like remember, but they're gonna kill like who I last saved.
And what if caused us to go another
Because
time?
after you saved Ant, I'm like,
Instead of voting him off, we were like, oh, maybe he is
Yeah,
effective.
save someone else that can get rid of and then save yourself.
voted
anything
You
cosmic.
can't save yourself.
Just because
Oh, you can't save yourself. Oh, right.
So the only thing you said, not killing me.
Did you see that?
Like,